There's still a large number of photographers out there that feel they do not need to develop their images in any form of software. They feel that taking it straight out of camera is more than good enough, and if you don't do that, you're not a photographer. Unfortunately, with digital photography, as it was with film, you need to develop a digital file. It contains information which you need to correctly process. I'm going to discuss presets today. I'm going to show you some basic ideas of how you would quickly and easily develop an image to get the best out of it without manipulating it, without changing anything in it. Straightforward and easy. I'm then going to share with you some presets on how you can be creative. Most of these preset ideas come from Lightroom, but you can do them in many other types of software as they do have presets. I like to keep things natural in my wildlife and landscape photography. I also like to create fine art. So today I'm going to share some ideas and tips with you. Enjoy! As always, if you'd like to support me in creating these free tutorials, please pop by the link in the description below and show your support. Thank you very much. Let's get started. So we'll go into Lightroom. I'm basically going to show you 5 different images, 5 different lighting types. So each image, the first image will be a raw image, as we have here. We'll move on to the next one. Will be with the basic import preset that I use. It has averages throughout all the settings that I normally use. And basically I will apply the same preset to each image. Thirdly, here's my final image that I've come out with and I like to use. And the fourth image would be what we get straight out of camera using a standard picture style. This is based on the Canon camera, but as you can see, you can apply any custom colors or what would you call them, sorry, picture styles to any others. So the next image we've got an Aveley elephant. So this is the raw file. You can have a look pretty flat. Second of all, that's with a basic preset added to it. Thirdly, there's my final rendition with a few more tweaks. And there's the in-camera JPEG. So the camera was slightly more underexposed, but also good color. Here we have some African wild dogs on a cloudy day. This is a raw file. This is what I would apply as my basic preset. I would add some exposure and a few other little tweaks, and there we go. So basically, when you're applying these presets, you can work through them pretty quickly. Here is a JPEG straight out of camera, so you can see between the finished one and the JPEG, the finished one I've done is far better. Here we have a fish eagle. This is a raw file. Here is the basic preset, import preset that I use for developing an image. There's the final image which I've constructed with Lightroom, and unfortunately here's the camera JPEG. As you can see, it's nowhere near what it should be, not even realistic for the eye. The last one we're going to use is a night photograph, a spotlight with a leopard. This is the raw file. This is my basic night shooting leopard or spotlight preset. It's a basic import. There I tweak it slightly, managing white balance to get pure color of the leopard right. And here's the in-camera JPEG. So this is more realistic to what we had. We just go back one. There we go. So there you'll find some of the basic presets we use. So non-destructive basically just tweaks the image. It's using the digital information that's there and making it all relative, making it realistic and user-friendly. From there you would have to still resize it if you're going to put it on the web, if you're going to print it, and then you would apply different sharpening. That is something we'll cover in a later tutorial, or you can find out on other sources. So let's have a quick look here, and we go to creative presets. So here I have a raw file. This is an image that's deliberately taken at a slow shutter speed, and this is the raw file. We add my basic import preset to it. Becomes nice and punchy. Nothing, that's just the click of one button that I've set, and as I said, I move through a few of the general settings. We move to the next one. This is a high key monochrome. It's a preset I've developed. It will also be available on my store. We move to the next one. This one is the monochrome, standard camera monochrome setting. Very different, looks like a pencil drawing. So here we have a sepia look. These are all very simple, very creative. We're not over manipulating. Remember, all of this information is there. We just need to adapt it with our development. Here we have the old school film look from Velvia. Here we have the old film school look from Ilford HP5. And here we have Canon, Kodak Tri-X400. And last but not least, general sepia film. As you can see, basic use of basic presets, nothing fabulous. We're not going to discuss how to do the work, but it's all very basic. Once you've done it, you can keep them as a record. You don't need to apply the creative ones to every photo. They don't work with every photo. They only work with select images where the exposure, the background, the subject, and the lighting is all correct. But at the end of the day, if you're doing a collection of images and you'd like to be creative with them, you can have the same tones through the collection. Or if you're editing a basic photo with a basic photo presets, they basically can help you maximize what's in the image. They will not correct a badly exposed or an unsharp photo. You still have to do the work. And because you use a preset and you shoot in AV or you develop your images, does not mean you're not a photographer. Anybody tells you who tells you you have to shoot in manual and only publish those photos straight out of camera hasn't got a clue and doesn't know what he's talking about. Closing off, all of these images will be available on my download store at payhip/Andrew Aveley, and that is spelled Andrew Aveley, Andrew Aveley. Thanks very much for viewing, and I look forward to sharing more tutorials with you. If you feel the need to help me continue sharing these free tutorials, please view the link to contribute below.